lot of things disturb me about Sebastian Rogers' case. Something just recently has come out about a RICO charge. I've heard it's anywhere from 300 to 700, 800 pages long. You can see it on several channels. I'm not going to post it here. However, has Seth been out looking anymore? Don't know. He never says anything about it. The one person that appeared to care more about his child is now not wanting anybody to utter his name. Whether Sebastian has met with demise or he's somewhere either being held against his will, or if family members or good friends have him. Don't know. But everybody has lost sight. These idiots have lost sight of what is important. He has been missing since February the 26th, 2024. I ain't even going to get started on Katie and Chris. However, they aren't doing a RICO. They aren't they aren't doing much of anything that I can see. However, we don't know what they do behind the scenes. Can't stand Chris. He's an egomaniac, a narcissist, which she must be a lot like him, or I don't know. I mean, how could you stand somebody like that? Maybe that's why he's gone all the time. They can't stand each other but don't want to get a divorce. I don't know. But I do think that Seth I still think he holds a candle for Katie. I really, really do. But since she's ignoring him and supposedly, like, as he said the other night, he goes on court TV, that they have tried to silence him because of another whole issue that I will not get into. So I really try to stay away from all the drama. I don't like to. I very seldom chat about anything when I'm on different channels. Even when I have an opinion, I still don't say anything. However, I can't let this one go by. I mean, they're naming creators on there. Supposedly they're making money off the back of Sebastian's disappearance. What is Tony and Seth doing? They're making money off of that child. He is 15 years old. Whether, some say he's high-functioning autistic, and he may be. I don't know. But he's a teenager. He's 15 years old. He needs to be found. And all this BS needs to go away. Because I really feel like that if Seth loved his boy as much as he says, they wouldn't be trying to silence everybody. And I don't know, I've heard things about his work and no work. That doesn't mean anything about this. But I just don't understand. That Nick the Hat dude. I mean, and Dog, the bounty hunter. Oh, get real. Your career's over and done with. Come on. But anyway, and that's just my opinion. In my opinion. All these things I say are in my opinion, comes from my mouth, comes from nobody else. You need to do your own research to find out about the things I just talked about. But this suit that they brought up, Sebastian's got lost in the rush. That's the way it happened with Summer Wells. They get lost in the rush because all these backbiting parents and step-parents, and I just don't understand. I just don't understand. That young'un needs to be found. And the one that loves him supposedly the most would rather do lawsuits and stand up for creators that are making money off the back of Sebastian. I mean, she's willing to go to jail, and she probably will after this because she's suing other creators. And the madness needs to stop. I pray that Sebastian is found alive. I pray, but I don't really think so. But yeah, I could be wrong. It happens on occasion. But I really hope and pray that he is found. And really, he doesn't need to go back to Katie if she's going to stay with Chris. And from everything I've heard from a lot of different sources, he really doesn't need to go back to his father. And he's saying people are calling him the P word. Well, I really do kind of believe that he probably did say the nasty stuff that he did after that bike rally when they all went to eat and Pascal was there. Because he was on Brittany's panel one night, she needed to shut it down. He was saying all kinds of disgusting things, making little innuendos, and she was just just laughing about it. I do watch her some, but I can only take it so far. I just can't. I just can't. But she should have shut it right. She should have shut it down. The night, I know I've held it all in. And the night that Smiley Stories World had on not Chris this time, Seth, and Trevor Lee was on there. Any respect I had at that time for Seth, and this was early on, I lost every bit of respect. Oh, sorry, don't mean to say that. I know y'all can't see him. There it goes, get there. You can see the black spots. It's the Canadian geese. But they're coming from the lake. Hello, babies. Well, how sweet. Okay, I digress. I just heard them honking and had to look. But she needed to shut Seth down when he got to talking about Trevor Lee. Not T-Rev, Trevor Lee. Trevor Lee used to have a station, a channel. But I don't think he does anymore. And I think that Seth needs to remember, though he doesn't. He's just looking for a payout. Because from what I understand, his lazy butt don't want to work or whatever, or he stays on disability. I don't know. It's all hearsay. I don't know. But anyway, I just don't. I just think that Smiley Story needed to shut it down when he was saying, get off my station. Excuse me. Or excuse you, actually. You have your own damn station. I don't know, or channel, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know if you put any videos on there. I have no idea. I don't go over and look. Because, as I was saying, I lost all respect when you were talking to Trevor Lee like you were. You called him horrible names. Horrible. Had it not been for him picking up the case of letting people know that Sebastian Rogers went missing on February 26, 2024, and he got to know you. I don't know what he did to piss you off so much, but you better look out, buddy. Karma is real, and you might hope karma comes back on Chris and Katie. I don't know. I think what Chris did was wrong. I would never allow a stepfather to hit my child. That was wrong. Very, very wrong. But I digress. So I haven't had any respect for Chris forever. Any. But Seth, you really blew it. Because had it not been for Trevor Lee bringing the case to the forefront that your son was missing, I don't know that we'd still hear about it. Trevor does a lot of good work. And I'm really sorry that you had to be a butthead. and talk to him the way you did on that show. That creator, I've already said her name. Yeah, she's supposed to be in such big buds and good friends with Trevor. She needed to say, listen, you know, it's not your station. You got your own station. I don't know if he did it that time or not. Because like I said, it's not like that I watch him or anything. But, you know, talking about his voice being hushed and all that, Trevor Lee did a lot of good work for Sebastian. And he may still be doing that. Oh, and I will not get on the PIs. That would be for another day. I'm just really pissed off. I sat on it. I thought about it. What will I say? Thought about going when I was on a chat, or not chat, but when I thought about going up on panel on someone this afternoon. But I decided, no, you know, I have a channel. I'm going to go and I'm going to voice all the ills that I have. I am PO'd. But I lost all respect for Seth, whenever that was. I don't even know, maybe June or something. I don't know. But anyway, karma's real. I've seen it come back on people, and it's not been good. I just think that people need to don't lose sight of what's going on here. Sebastian is missing. Maybe somebody, you know, maybe somebody in that family does know where he's at. If they do, I implore them to come forward. But if something bad happened to him, we need to know that too. And all this backbiting, getting lawsuits out, suing people, telling lies. I mean, oh, jeez. I don't know if there's any more I can say. I just don't know that there is. But I had to get that off my chest because I've had about enough of everybody losing sight of why people are together, why people talk about Sebastian. And I really hate that he had a shitty stepfather. Sorry, not sorry. It is true. But, you know, I mean, I do have to say this. Supposedly, Chris told it, so I guess it was the truth. Well, his truth anyway. That when he met Katie, Sebastian had 2 cats. 2 cats. Well, he was allergic to cats. It's either me or the cats. Well, she got rid of Sebastian's cats. And then it was something about he wasn't cleaning the cage or cages or whatever of the snake. Well, he lost that. If Chris didn't think that Sebastian was cleaning his room correctly, well, he'd go in and he would get everything was on the floor it wasn't supposed to be in a trash bag and throw it away. That child had a miserable life. He had to. I really don't know what went on with when he stayed at his dad's. I really don't know. But you know this, he just played games when it first came out, and I thought he can get on the internet. And if, you know, since he's in public school, well, I'm sure it's pretty easy to get on the internet. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out. But I just had enough. You know, they're just losing sight. They say sight of the prize. Well, it's not a prize, but they've just lost sight of what is important. It's finding Sebastian. And I guess we'll just have to see how this supposedly court case on the steps of a courthouse in Pennsylvania, I guess we'll have to see how that goes. But you know, there are more things for me to be concerned about than these idiots that just see the almighty dollar, are making money hand over fist because people are stupid enough to give them the money, especially when they're grifting, and I can think of so many that grift. But anyway, it is pathetic, and I am so sorry for Sebastian. And I pray he's found. I pray he's found soon. He needs to be found. Well, thank you for listening to my tirade and thinking about it. But for a while, actually. But anyway, I hope that you will like. I hope you will subscribe. It's not always going to be about cats and gardening. Speaking of cats, there's Polly. Hey, Polly, did you go eat, buddy? I put some more food out. Your water looked pretty good. Yeah, poor old pepper plants. Should have got out here yesterday and today. It was warm, warmer, and should have got out and cut them down, pulled them out, whatever. Anyway, I saw Polly and Sweet Pea. Haven't seen Rudy or Miss Braun. I do wish they would not cross that road. But anywho, thank you for listening to me. And please do like and subscribe. And pray for Sebastian's safe return. Or pray that he's found. One way or the other, he needs to be found. Thanks, guys and gals.